right, here we go. Well, we're not saying much right now.
Well,
We're waiting for the
'cause
introductory.
first 10 seconds are gonna
Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. Hopefully that introduction's out of the way.
And
We
if
are
it's not,
3 drinks
You
in.
won't hear us. 3 drinks in.
3 drinks in, brother. 3
Yep.
drinks in. I'm
reason-
not Scott.
Oh, I'm definitely not Kirk.
Oh,
And the reason that we're here today is just to talk some real common sense talk, because there's not enough of that going on today.
Got that right.
When you don't know what a woman is, well,
Don't know what a woman
it's time
is,
to
man.
start
You're
figuring
serious
stuff out, man.
trouble.
Yeah, for thousands of years I knew.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get serious for a minute. Okay, so our whole format is this: the backbone of this country, of our neighbors to the south, any country, is the hardworking men and women of the country, the blue collar workers.
Absolutely.
The you know what I'm saying, brother?
Absolutely.
The firefighters, all the trades, the nurses, the dock workers, the truck drivers, the everybody, the guys that work their asses off and pay nothing but taxes and don't have time to do nothing else but that.
And that's where there's a lot of lack of communication going on. You know, government's feeding everybody. They're just forcing down people's throats what's going on with COVID, what's going on with the war in Ukraine, what's going on here, there. It's like fear, 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 fear. It's a campaign of fear against the people, the citizens of the world. We live here in Canada. We got this guy as our fearful leader.
Dickhead.
And man, it's quite a change what's happened since he's been in power. And you know what? Maybe there was a lot of things going on before that, but we're starting to wake up. And in the last 2 weeks, 2 years, I should say, there's been a lot of waking up going on, seeing everything that's been going on here in Canada, the lockdowns across the world, in Ontario, where we live. It's shocking. And so it's time to talk about this stuff and get some common sense ideas on what's really going on.
Well, that's it. You know what I mean? What we want to do, we're reaching out to you guys. We're hardworking guys. We work our asses off. Okay, we pay nothing but fucking taxes. Instead of having a few beers, talking about nothing, talking about hockey, we need to get back talking to each other.
Absolutely.
What's going on while we're working our asses off and what the governments are doing behind our backs. We need to communicate. We need to start waking people up. We need to, hey, what the hell? What the fuck is going on in this country and the countries around the world? We need to start communicating again. You know what I mean? The Nazis, Playbook 101 with the Nazis, shut down. Nobody was allowed to go out in public. Nobody was allowed to communicate. Quarantine people, isolate people. This is a playbook that Canada, the United States, and countries all over the world have been using. Okay? Isolate people so they can't talk. That's why the French and other countries in World War II had to create underground cafes, speakeasies, so they could communicate and come up with a way to defeat the Nazis. Okay? If you don't believe me, call Christian Feeling. I'm sure her grandfather has told her a couple of the tricks they use.
Yeah, and if you don't know who she is, she's one in our government up here in Canada. And she's got a history. She's got a family tree that comes from Nazism. And she's one of the ones making decisions for us.
She's our deputy prime minister. Her grandfather was the 5th in command under Hitler, okay? Not just a Nazi, card-holding Nazi. 5th in command. So I'm pretty sure at the dinner table there were some things talked about. Some sort of Nazi doctrine. Doesn't matter. Ask her. I'm sure she's heard it. That is
So,
right.
yeah, so when we see what's going on here, and we've been talking about it with other people, but not Scott and myself. We've had some pretty in-depth conversations, and there's a lot of similarities between what's happening here in Canada right now and other countries, and what's happened in the past. And if you want to know what's going to happen in the future, open a history book, because history repeats itself.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. I mean, this is why we're reaching out. We wanted to do this. We've been wanting to do this for a while, but with the things that are going on in the world right now, now this is becoming important. We need to reach out. We need you guys all to spread this thing. Okay, this is just an introduction of what we're going to do. We need you, everybody share this promo with them. Get people awake. Get them ready to listen to us. We're going to have some fun. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about having fucking fun, man. But we need to talk about some serious shit. We're not a couple of idiots. Every subject that we broach, we will have our research. We will have links to back up what we say. We're not relying on our information from the mainstream media at all. No government agency at all. We know how to find out the truth and find out the facts. So when we broach the subject to you guys and we bring it up, have some beers, sit down. You sit down after work, you have beers, hook up your laptop, let's get have a few beers, we'll have some fun, and we got to talk.
And we're not exactly tech savvy either, so when it comes to these things, like, we might need some help. So the first couple of videos, maybe we won't have all the links in there, but we will do it. So afterwards, Underneath in the comments, there'll be a list of all the links to everything we're talking about, so you can go and verify it from reputable sources. But it might take us a few episodes to get there. We're just kind of working out the kinks. But
Oh yeah,
we're on our way. We're just a couple average Joes, you know?
We're new to this, but it's something that we believe in with every ounce of our being, and it needs to be done. It needs to be done. We've been heavily involved in freedom movements for the last couple of years, over a couple of years. It's something with every ounce of our being we believe in, and that needs to be done. And I think if you're watching this, that means you're watching the internet. You're not watching mainstream media, and I'm pretty sure you know what we're fucking talking about. Okay, we got to get this done. We got to get together. We got to start talking, taking some action, and realizing these handful of rich politicians, they do not have the power. We got the power. We are the backbone of the country. We are the ones that keep this country running. We are the ones that work our asses off and pay the taxes for the millions of dollars that they give to their communist friends. It's us. We have the power.
Absolutely.
And we, the people, need to take this shit back.
All we have to do is stand up. If we all stand up, it's over. Done. Just like that. It's that simple. But people need to wake up in order to be able to stand up. And right now, there's so many people sleeping. It's shocking.
And by the way, I feel like I've neglected it. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
There you go.
Yeah, 3 drinks in.
3 drinks in, man. So let's have some fun, but let's get serious too at the same time, people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be. And for our brothers and sisters down south, there will be an American flag up here with our. We're trying to find one in the same measurements, and we are equal opportunity haters. We hate this prick, and we will have a fuck Joe Biden sign up there shortly. Don't you worry.
Well, I can't say I hate the guy, but I really dislike the guy. You know?
No, I hate.
I got love for everybody, but
I don't. I hate the prick. Sorry.
it's all right.
I hate him. I got some hate in me.
Everyone's allowed to make their own decision. That's how I see it.
Well,
Everyone
that's
can
it.
form
If I decide to
who
hate him,
they
I can
are,
hate him.
You know, it's not like we're gonna say, "Hey, you're forced to like Trudeau, or you're forced to not hate someone." It's just like you're forced to take a COVID jab, or you're not gonna have your job. We're not like that. We're open for
And it shouldn't
free
be like that.
opinion, free choice.
Shouldn't be like that.
No,
Shouldn't be like that anywhere, man. Shouldn't be like that
You don't
anywhere.
want to stick something in your body, you don't do it.
You know what I mean?
And if someone forces you to do it, well, that's a crime.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's called rape.
Rape.
Rape of the mind, rape of the body. I don't give a fuck
Coercion.
how you define the word. That's
You're
what
gonna
it
lose
is.
your house, you're gonna lose your car, you're gonna lose your family if you don't go and get the job, because then you won't have your job, right? That's
For the
coercion.
flu. For the flu, by the way. For the flu. Anyway, people, give it. Be patient with us. I want to implore you, man. This is seriously important. We want you guys to share the shit out of this, because we need to do this. Sit down with the working class, the blue collar men and women of this country, our neighbors to the south, and any other country. We need to do this. We need to start communicating and realizing what is going on behind our backs while we're working our asses off. They're sneaking in shit while we're not paying attention. That is just so freaking wrong. I mean, look at Canada. Christ, we're a hop, skip, and a jump away from being a communist country right now. Yeah. Joe Rogan nailed it right on the head. Nail on the head. Thank you, Joe Rogan, for putting it out there, man. This is a communist country now. We're as close to communism as you can get. We need to wake up.
Jordan Peterson talks on that too. He's well worth listening to. So, some bright minds out there.
So, having said all that,
yeah,
I'm thinking that's a good enough introduction.
Be
patient. We're going to put out some full episodes there. This is a little more complicated than we thought it was. So it might take us a week, up to 10 days to get it rolling. But
we're getting there.
After this little promo there, we will put down. Stop kicking the microphone, you fucking prick.
What about just hit it?
Okay. Man, what's wrong with you?
Hey, pass me a beer. That's a problem.
There you go. See?
Anyway, on that note, we'll see you next time, guys.
Okay, welcome, guys, stay safe.
3 drinks in.
Stay safe. 3 drinks in. Be there. Listen to us. Spread it around, man. We got to do this shit and listen to some fun.
Subscribe.
We're going to have fun.
Share.
We're going to have fun.
Yep. See you.